What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller. And let me get this right. Pertains to this WWE NXT UK review, the show from March 19th, 2020. Before I get to this review of it for the edition of March 19th, 2020, for those who don't know that reference and that whole thing I just did there, my previous review of NXT UK from March 12th. Just saying. Check it out whenever you can. But before I move on to this, just want to apologize for the hiatus and the delays pertains to me giving you YouTube contents on my YouTube channel known as Natural Born Thriller. I'm going to try to get back where I've left off and everything, where it pertains to everything. And I explain a little bit more of it where I did my WWE Elimination Chamber 2020 review of it as well. So this won't be much of a review, more like results of instead. So here we go. They're at Coventry, England, and your commentators were Nigel McGuinness and Andy Shepherd. And the first match was the NXT UK Women's Champion Kaylee Ray in a non-title match, exhibition match in a way, versus Dana Luna. Dana Luna's trying to get retribution after what happened with Kaylee Ray attacking her in her match against Male. So in the match, it was I wasn't into it really, folks, because I kind of knew who was going to win this match, Kaylee Ray, and she did. Moving on. Basically, it was like the match was all her. You had Dana Luna to get some offense, but it didn't matter because Kaylee Ray won at the end of the day. After the match, Kaylee Ray beat up on Dana Luna. All of a sudden, we had Piper Niven coming out for the save, and that was it. And I just didn't care for after that. I mean, I'll look forward for the match to seeing it, but seeing Piper Niven just standing in the ring while watching Kaylee Ray walking away. I mean, Kaylee Ray beat up your best friend, Toni Storm. She threatened to kill her. Not really, but storyline wise, she tried to kill her in the I Quit match. And you're just gonna stand there and watch her walk away. So yeah, I was tuned out after that. But I still stuck around to watch the show though. Didn't stop watching it. Because tune out means you stop watching. But we see a footage of Finn Balor. He was leaving, basically from the last NXT UK show he was part of when he was on his debut, and he basically he was walking to his car or his Uber driver, whatever it was. He goes across general manager and the assistant and a few other talents of NXT UK, and then he bumps into Tyler Bate. That's gonna be a match. I'll be looking forward to seeing whenever they decide to do that match. So Tyler Bate goes to the general manager and the assistant. By the way, the general manager is Johnny Saint and the assistant is Sis Scarlett. So Tyler Bate wants a match against Finn Balor, and then they tell him that'd be a great idea, except I guess this is something about Finn Balor is gonna be in the 20-man battle royal, and they also want Tyler Bate to be part of it too. And Tyler Bate's like, you know what? All right, I'm in. So basically, in his 20-man battle royal, the winner of that match will be the new No More contender to face the NXT UK champion, and I'm assuming that's gonna be part of Takeover Ireland. I'm assuming represents to NXT UK, but we'll see. We see a promo from Nina Samuels while she's doing her makeup. Basically someone's doing the makeup for her and everything. She's sitting in the chair while the person does makeup for her and everything. That whole thing. And she watches a vignette of Afi Valkyrie. The one that made her debut, being someone like Isla Dawn, and I can't remember who she be as well. But basically she's a new girl in the scene, trying to steal, in Nina Samuel's words, trying to steal her spotlight. basically challenge him to a match, and we'll see how the match turns out on the next NXT UK show. So, Joseph Connors versus Ridge Holland. Match itself, it was decent. I wasn't into that much, folks. And Ridge Holland basically saw a spot that Joseph Connors did, and the thing is, Joseph Connors missed, and Ridge Holland sold it anyways. Reminds me of Jinder Mahal selling a Whisper in the Wind that never hit him. Also reminds me of Lars Sullivan selling them on Black Mass that never hit him. And now Ridge Holland just sold a drop kick that never hit him. And he was selling it like he got his knee hurt when he got thrown out of the ring by Joseph Connors. But in the end, Ridge Holland won the match. Just an old tip to the cap to his opponent, and that was it. Match was bland. That took me away after that. So basically, NXT UK was not doing a good job for me of me watching the show. Backstage, we see Mark Andrews holding his knee because he got attacked, but we don't know who attacked him. We see Flash Morgan Webster and Dave Mastiff looking over him. As others walking by, we see Trent Seven. He's with them to see what happened, and then also we see the Hunt. They were in their suit, and they looked on. They didn't look concerned, and also they walked away. And also we see Gallus, coming out, which is Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang. And basically, they blamed them that they to Mark Andrews because it's supposed to be Mark Andrews, Flash Morgan Webster, and Dave Mastiff versus Gallus in the match for on this episode. So they thought it was dumb, but they had nothing to do with it and everything, and then also they just all walked away and everything. And basically said to them, "Hope we have another partner though, to take his place because it looked like Mark Andrews ain't gonna make it." And they're right, Mark Andrews wasn't gonna make it. So all I'm thinking about who could be the ones who could take Mark Andrews' place. I'll get to that later. But do I believe Gallus was behind this? No. I believe it was the Hunt. Basically, the Hunt is Wild Board and Primate. They were right there at the scene where Mark Andrews was laid out, and they showed no concerns look on their face, and they walked off like they didn't care. I think it was dumb. I could be wrong, but those are my main suspects. It wasn't Gallus. Gallus is innocent, to me, is innocent. So we see a video package of Ilya Dragunov. Good video package, by the way. A good way to present him. Same thing they did with Tyler Bate too, to the previous of NXT UK. The one that messed up that said that was March 19th, which that was actually March 12th. Anyways, Kassius Ohno comes out versus Kenny Williams. This match was good. Now they had a match before. This was not this match was not better than the last match they had, but still good. I enjoyed this match. I like good. Come on, NXT UK, get my excitement back up here, and they did. This match helped me out. Not just the whole thing what happened with Mark Andrews, but this match also helped me out a little bit too. So I'm glad I did. And then in the end, Kassius Ohno, he did his discus elbow, which he calls it the knockout blow. Basically the rolling elbow that he does, which is I think he calls it the knockout blow. I can't remember if that's what he called it originally, but he's supposed to be about being the wrestling genius. He's not supposed to be about the knockout artist. What he did there was his knockout artist roots. And I said to myself, whoa, wait a minute! I thought it was gonna be about wrestling, not about knockouts. And he went against what he stands for. I loved it. I actually loved it. He's being a heel. Being lying on under his rules, on his tactics of pertains to how you can wrestle, and how you could be a technician wrestler in under the brand of NXT UK. So he has to go back to his wrestling genius roots after doing that on the knockout artist roots, and back to the Kassius clutch, and obviously Williams was knocked out. So referee immediately calls for the bell because there was no way he was going to answer anyways. He got knocked out because Kassius Ohno was a prick, was a dick, was an asshole for that. But it's wrestling at the end of the day. So, but in the end, it was Kassius Ohno winning the match. AK was being interviewed. Also, Noam Dar interrupts. Basically, they go back and forth and everything. And AK talks some Spanish to Noam Dar, and Noam Dar actually understands the Spanish language. Nice. And then, and it's another thing too. What was this to Noam Dar's hand gesture, which I was just getting ready to talk to. I was getting ready to talk about it to say. He does, his hand gesture. He always does this. He always does it like he does this. It reminds me of someone too. Someone from New Japan, who does this, or like this too. But in a way, with one hand, and then saying the word tranquilo, tranquilo, tranquilo. Tetsuya Naito, tranquilo, tranquilo. Noam Dar, he's been doing that. He's been doing that too for a while as well, which got me thinking. Maybe he does that because because of Tetsuya Naito, because that's Tetsuya Naito's thing. Tranquilo, which means to Los Ingobernables, Diabon. So yeah, Noam Dar basically said to AK, tranquilo, tranquilo, we'll have a match, on the next episode of NXT UK, which they are. So look, can we for that match? We look back at the rivalry between Jordan Devlin and Travis Banks, and also we take a look back also what pertains to Jordan Devlin winning the NXT Cruiserweight Championship title, and this match is going to lead to the next episode of NXT UK for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship title between two of NXT UK's finest, in Jordan Devlin, who is the Irish Ace, and Travis Banks, who is the Kiwi Buzzsaw. And basically, Travis Banks says when he wins, he's going to become the first ever Kiwi champion. So you're saying you're going to turn that Cruiserweight Championship title to a Kiwi Championship title? I don't know what he meant by that, but okay. Well, let's just hope he doesn't win. Just saying. But main event time. It was Gallus, Joe Coffey, Wolfgang, and Mark Coffey versus Dave Mastiff, Flash Morgan Webster, and a partner to replace Mark Andrews. At first, I was thinking about who could it be. Could it be maybe before I talk who I just thought about? Trying to think who could it have been at first before it ends up being who I exactly thought was going to be. Can't remember. I try to remember the two people that was that could be that could take it that could take Mark Andrews' place before I got to this other person that ends up being that person. Basically, the third person that I thought of ends up being that person, but I can't remember who I said though. Because at the time I was watching it, I was thinking about who could it be that could take on Mark Andrews' place, and I can't remember. But I remember one person that I remember that I thought was gonna be in the match, and it was Trent Seven. Trent Seven was my third person that I thought of, and as soon as he came out, I had nothing but a big smile on my face. So we had a match, and the match itself was good. Except I don't remember Trent Seven doing that much in the match though. I mean, he was in there first, but then all of a sudden, the rest of the match he wasn't into it until the end. And then he got tagged out because someone else ends up taking the fall. It was obviously Flash Morgan Webster, because why not? He's a small guy. But in the end, Gallus got the win because it's their kingdom, and there you go. That's how the show ended with Gallus standing tall. Talking about wrestling, 4 matches. My overall rating for the show, 5 out of 10. The show went down for me for this episode. So in a way, I thought the show was solid, but nothing too bad though. So, but with that being said, thank you all for watching. For It's the Natural Born Driller saying peace on the streets. So this was your WWE NXT UK review. The show from March 12th. The show from March 19th, 2020. I botched. Sorry for the confusion. But with that being said, we're taking the next NXT UK review, which is going to be about the 20-man Battle Royal. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. And we're taking to the NXT Cruiserweight Championship title be on the line, and whatever else is going to happen on the show. And also, there's probably going to be some investigation of who attacked Mark Andrews. So we'll see how that turns out too. But I could be wrong, but we'll see. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. And make sure you all stay well, stay safe, stay protected what pertains to this whole coronavirus situation. Stay in peace. You all take care. I'm out. Ta-ta for now.